Hi again. So an exponential function, right here, y equals 3 to the power of x plus 3 minus 15. First of all, we want to find the inverse. So to do the inverse of the function, all we need to do is change y to x and x to y minus 15. And then we have to solve this equation again for y. So the first thing I'm going to do, move the negative 15 to the other side. So I have x plus 15 equals 3 to the power of y plus 3. Now, as you notice, the y is an exponent. So for us to be able to solve for a y that's an exponent, we have to go back to the so we have to go to this rule again. If we have an exponential function and we want to change it to logarithmic, then it becomes log base a of n equals m. So changing from logarithmic to exponential, you'll go a to the power of m equals n. But if you have this and you want to change to that, then a becomes the base, n is what you log in, and m is what it equals. So now let's compare this to this. Here, n is the x plus 15. M is y plus 3. And a is the base, which is 3. So now all I need to do is just plug in all of this into here. So what it becomes log base a, which is 3, of n, which is x plus 15, equals m, which is y plus 3. And therefore, we just move the 3 to the other side, so it becomes log base 3 x plus 15 equals, minus, because when we move the 3 to the side, it becomes minus 3 equals y. And therefore, the inverse, f to the negative 1 of x equals log base 3 x plus 15 minus 3. And so 1 is done, and then we'll move on to the second question. So finding the x-intercept and the y-intercept of the exponential function and the inverse. So the y-intercept is easy. So if we finding the y-intercept first, then you just sub in 0 for x. So y equals 3 to the power of 0 plus 3 minus 15, which equals, so this becomes 3 to the 3, which is 27, minus 15 is 12. So the y-intercept is 12. So that means basically I have a point that's 0 and 12 on the graph. That is. And the x-intercept is not as fast and easy to find it. So if you're finding the x-intercept, we set up y to 0. So we have 0 equals 3 to the power of x plus 3 minus 15. And then what we want to do, we want to move the negative 15 to the other side. So we have 15 equals 3 to the power of x plus 3. If we want to solve for this exponent right here, we have to log both sides. So log 15 equals, when we log this side, the x plus 3 will come down. And that's the reason we log both sides, log 3. Now I just divide both sides by log 3. And If we use our calculator to do this, we get 2.46 equals x plus 3, and therefore x would equal, move the 3 to the other side, so it becomes 2.46 minus 3, negative 0.54. So now my x-intercept is negative 0.54 and 0. So the x-intercept on the inverse and the y-intercept, so since it's the inverse, what happens, for this, the x-intercept becomes the y-intercept, so therefore hold on a second. So the x-intercept here will be the y-intercept in that one. So the x-intercept will be 12, and then the y-intercept will be in the exponential, be the same as the x-intercept. So negative 0.54. So that's the inverse. So the inverse also, you inverse the x-intercept and the y-intercept. On the original, on the exponential function, the y-intercept is 12. Then on the inverse, it's the x-intercept that will be 12. And then the x-intercept on the exponential function is negative 0.54. That becomes the y-intercept in the inverse function, which is negative 0.54. That's it for this question. Thank you for watching, and keep on watching this. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. There are lots of good stuff to watch, and it will help you in your courses. So thank you again. Till next time. Bye-bye.